But you were helping a lot of comics. I remember you coming up to me a couple times and saying, say this, that joke's funny. And I knew where you were coming from. And I respected you because you were on the fucking Tonight Show. You're on the fucking Tonight Show, bro, okay? That's it. That the proof is in the pudding. You got the right to say something. It's that dude who don't get spots that comes up to you and goes, dog, you know what would be funny? No, none of your fucking jokes. You don't even know what the fucking tag is. You're in the back watching me and shit. You're still signing up to fucking get spots and shit like this. Those are the guys that piss me off. When you'd come up to me in those days and go, put that there and put that there, I'd go right back to the store and do exactly what the fuck you told me. Because I saw those Tonight shows. Yeah. And I go, Willie's a lot of things. But Willie could write a fucking joke, Jack, from fucking scratch. And it wasn't until a couple of years ago because I hadn't seen you no more. Right. I hadn't seen you. You were doing this, you were doing that. And one night I get home and I put some Showtime special on, Willie Barcena. And I was floored. Like I remember days later seeing a bunch of young comics and going, dog, the show that made me do comedy was when I saw Dice's special. That's what really pushed me. I liked the Beyond the Sunset Strip. But there was I saw Nick DiPaolo one night.
Nick, yeah.
On the Young Comedian special, live from Tempe, Arizona.
Nick's one of the good guys, by the way.
Everybody bombed. Everybody bombed in that show. Ray Romano bombed, Janine Garofalo bombed, David Spade bombed, and all of a sudden this fucking monster from New York went up there that didn't give a fuck. And he said, is this place hot or is it me? Or is this place 200 yards from the fucking sun and the air conditioner in your room? And Walt Disney woke up in my room. He was frozen. And he destroyed the fucking room. And I don't know where I'm going with the story. Oh, he was a good writer at the time. Yeah. You could tell that he would spend time. You could tell. Even his jokes were raunchy or whatever, but you could tell they were well-written jokes. Right. And when I used to watch him and you, I used to go, these guys are doing something that not everybody else is doing in that group of joke-type people. Right. You know, which Seinfeld has a little bit of that. Baya! A little something to cheer up the room. Where's the Fabroon? What's the name of it? Febreze.
Okay, Joey.
But,
no,
there was
I like what I gotta tell you, Lee. So I get a call. I'm on the road and I get a call from this like 3 years ago when the Showtime special came out, and my message from Joey is, "Hey cocksucker, I just saw your Showtime special. It's fucking hilarious. I swear to God, if you were white, you'd be rich." Do you remember me telling you?
It was just brilliant. It was just brilliant, Lee. It was just written well. You could tell he had the notes. He planned it out. You could tell he knew exactly where to look at the camera. He had all his marks down. And I sat there and I go, this is a true fucking professional, man. And it's really weird that when we started the podcast tonight, we categorized comedy and we were talking about Latins. And I got a problem. I love everybody. And when I see comics doing their shit, I really like it. But every once in a while, you get a person dressed up as somebody. And in L.A., this is Activille. And before I got here, there was a guy that was running game, and he was very successful. He was selling his soul, and the people around him were selling his soul. He claimed to be a Mexican guy, but he had 10% Mexican blood in him. The blood he had in him was a fucking pirate, you know? Yeah. He had the blood of a pirate, you know? And, dog, he got on my last nerve. Like, every move he made irritated me, and that was Jeff Valdez. Yeah, you know, and I remember going up there that night. I lost my cool. Like,
it was at the store, right?
It was at Maryland's thing. Yeah, you know, I couldn't have him in the room. Yeah, like that's the type of person I am. Like I knew what he put Maryland through because Maryland used to call me crying and say, "Jeff made me showcase again." He's on, you know. But then I know he gave her a show and all that stuff, but he was only paying her $50 an episode. I don't know what the fuck happened. Right. Me in my mind, I didn't want him there.
You lost it. I was there, bro. I felt peppered. I go, man.
Oh, I went off. First off, I hadn't done coke in 7 or 8 days. So right there, dog, I was dying inside, Willie. I was dying to bump into a guy like him. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't done coke. And at that time, it was like 4 or 5 days. It was killing me. It was fucking killing me. And now Maryland dies. Yeah. Like Maryland fucking dies. And what happened was I went to New York. And I had a great hotel room. My buddy said, I got these free miles, bro. Take this hotel room. It was in Secaucus.
Right.
And for the first time, I'm not in a single. I'm in like this fucking suite with booze in the refrigerator. And for some reason, I go, you know what, bro? I don't want no cocaine tonight. I did a benefit for the cops on Friday, and I did a benefit for the high school basketball team on Saturday. Saturday, I went to the fucking show. On the way home, somebody said, you want to take a ride? I go, and that night, Marilyn died. And I came back the next day, and then everything was on Wednesday. And when I went to the fucking thing, there was a war going on because Paul said he was going to pay for the funeral, but he didn't want Montoya there. I mean, it's a fucking funeral.
Right.
And next thing you know, I'm sitting there. It's Wednesday, and I see fucking Jeff Valdez at 12 o'clock walking into the church. That already started fucking with me. I waved at him and everything, but I'm like, what is this fucking hypocrisy?
Right.
You know, and then I went home, and people called me up, and they said, you got to go down there. And I'm like, I'm not going down there. I was hurting so much.
Oh, we're talking about the store?
Yeah.
I didn't want to go either, man.
I didn't want to
go. You know who talked me into going was my wife.
Who talked me into going? Jody Furley.
I was in my underwears at home, and I told my wife, I'm not going. And she goes, you know what? You should be respectful. It shouldn't be about you. And that's why I went, because I hate going to those things.
I hate those things.
You know,
I did not want to be involved. I wanted to go to bed at 8 o'clock. Anything after 8 o'clock in those days, I was in pain. I'm not doing coke. On all those days, I'd do as much as I could, and I'd smoke pot until I just passed out at 9:30 from the fucking pain. And I remember going, you know what? Fuck it. I'll go down to Maryland's, and on the way back, I'll get a package.
Right.
And dog, when I walked in there, and they said, you go up there first. I didn't see Jeff. No, I did see Jeff. I saw Jeff getting food.
Yeah.
He was getting free food. Him and his wife and the attorney. And I go, look at this motherfucker. Oh, fuck. And right there, he signed his own death warrant. And right there, I went to the side of the stage, dog, and I was fuming. And the Spanish chick came up to me, and she goes, you got to open up the show, or you got to go up first, or something like that. And I go, okay, I'll go up first. And I went up there, and I'm up there, dog, and I'm trying to do material, but I could see him from the corner of my eye. And my blood pressure was boiling. I hadn't done coke in a few days.
And it went from no material to
fucking torture, Lee.